Crypto Siege had a great live stream today. Check it out if you haven't yet. But he's talking about the early days, Ripple XRP, when Ripple was meeting with potential customers, people like JP Morgan, Goldman Sachs. And of course, they at some point made demands of Ripple what they weren't willing to pay. So they broke off and went their own way. They broke off also, remember, they were founding members of R3. And they decided with their deals to go the Ethereum route with a lot of the things they're building. This is the way it was always going to be. Everyone's not going to just fall in line and use your system. They're going to try to compete. JP Morgan, Goldman Sachs, they're fierce competitors. This ain't newspapers. This ain't taxi cabs. They're going to be gunning for you. And we're finally going to see, when we get regulations in the United States, globally, coming together, we're going to see which systems are ready for the prime time and ready to actually onboard people for, commercial payments at scale. That's what's going to be key. No more of this testing, no more of this other stuff. Who's ready to rock and roll right now? It's probably going to be, again, multiple systems, different blockchains for different purposes. But, Ripple's had a great head start here. They've been doing this forever. Sending payments with XRP, sending payments with stablecoins. They've been using Tether, USDC. Now they got their own stablecoin on the way. I believe they've also used Bitcoin in their payment flows. Like, they've done a lot. And they have a huge head start here. But, make no mistake, JP Morgan is a titan of this industry. And they got some amazing systems. And Goldman Sachs, you look what they're doing. And I think that's the way we will see even RippleNet and the escrow go. They've decided, you know what, it's tough to win it outright. We have to do a shared model of ownership. And I would not be surprised if really RippleNet combined with XRP Ledger and their other technologies, other blockchains, if that ultimately wins out, you'll probably see some shared ownership. Now, in the case of Goldman Sachs, what will their ownership retention be? They haven't made that clear. They have to work it out. But the winning technologies will be adopted. Your big players will all have a part of it. And right now, it's just a shootout. You got in for whoever's going to have, the biggest interests of this pie. It's going to be split up amongst all your powerhouses. Make no doubt. They're not going to let one company run away with the world's payments. We understand this. Those escrows will be broken up and allocated if they haven't been already. It's just the way this will play out. But you don't make those deals with JP Morgan Chase early on. Not in day one. You wait till you've really captured a lot of the market and you're in a strong position to bargain. And you need more than just them. You need the rest of the industry, right? So they'll work things out. And the best technologies will ultimately win. But I think 2025 is where you're going to see a big shift where people are using blockchains for the tools they were invented for. And that's an exciting time for XRP, in my opinion. We're looking right now at the crypto market. Bitcoin, 97,500. I saw someone say, I think Michael Saylor said 100,000 will fall by New Year's. 100,000 might fall tonight. This is amazing. I thought it was going to fall last run. I really did. And that sounds stupid now, but that's what I believed. This has been a long stretch. We had to go all the way through the last bull run, this bear market. Finally, that thing's going to topple, and that's not the end. Bitcoin's going to continue to perform. Ethereum kind of asleep at the wheel here. Don't worry, it's going to wake up. I think XRP is going to outperform them both during this bull run. Exciting for a lot of assets. Another one of my favorite here. We see SWI sitting at number 14. I'm telling you right now, there are not 13 coins that are better than SWI. You're going to see that thing continue to run up the rankings. As, crypto values are swelling anyhow. Even if you sit there at 14, you're going to go up in value, but they're going to leapfrog people. Excited to see what SWI can do here. Now, we see Brad Garlinghouse. He's just so optimistic about the future. What's going to happen in this country? We're going to look at a couple stories here, but if you wrote this in a story in 2018, 2021, no one would believe this, that you would get this many pro-crypto candidates for different positions, that the government would take this so serious, that, the investing public would really be, at this stage, this into cryptocurrencies. It is becoming mainstream immediately and overnight, and we are ready to rock and roll, and you get that energy from him. He knows this is a different world in 2025, and they're ready to go. And I think once you take those handcuffs off them, you get rid of this court case, and they can just go out and show what they can do and work with companies and build the future. That's going to be really an amazing sight. I can't wait to see it, because then there's no more excuses. What can you do? What are your payment volumes? And you really can show how you can compete against other people that have really had a free pass and a free runway here. What are we going to do in 2025? I think it's going to be pretty amazing here. We see Tony Edwards saying pile in ETH bears. Short squeeze will be epic. I agree. I don't know when that happens, but I think once you see Ethereum take off, you know it's time. It's game time here. Now here's another appointment here. Bitcoin Bill Haggerty is back in the mix for Treasury. So it's not just a pro-crypto candidate, possibly for the SEC and the CFTC, but also the Treasury, which is, can cause us a lot of problems. Treasury has been anti-crypto. And if we get someone that their first name is Bitcoin Bill Haggerty, that sounds pretty bullish. You just couldn't imagine these types of developments in the past. You have a Bitcoin bull, a crypto bull that understands the value of this technology, that is going to be put in that position, possibly as Treasury. It's going to be rocket ships just 24 hours a day next year. Going to be absolutely amazing. Lastly, and again, look at this. Donald Trump is thinking about appointing a crypto czar to oversee the U.S. and what we're doing with the crypto industries. Look, these are going to be the pillars of the future. Blockchain technology, artificial intelligence. This is how you build out the economies of the future. Make no mistake. The time is now when we make that shift, when we go to the next level, when all the things we thought would happen start to actually happen. It's happening now. Write it down in blood. It is happening now. Let me know what you think down below. As always, please like, please subscribe. The revolution will be televised right here on Jungle Link.